Every time you open Chrome, Google is collecting data. Your searches, your browsing history, your location. It's all being used to build an advertising profile on you. That's not a conspiracy theory, it's their business model. So I installed a browser that does the complete opposite. It's free, it's open source, and Chrome definitely doesn't want you using it. By the way, drop a like down below, it means a lot. And now let's get into it. Now let's open here the browser and let's search for LibreWolf. So what is LibreWolf? LibreWolf is a browser focused on privacy, security, and freedom. One thing which I quite like about this browser that it has uBlock Origin already built in. This is quite convenient to have, and it also has some other main features like it doesn't spy on you, so that means that it doesn't have telemetry, no experiments, adware, annoyances, or unnecessary distractions. It uses other search providers like DuckDuckGo. It has fast updates, it's open source, and it also has enhanced privacy. There's also another thing which I quite like about this browser, that it deletes all cookies and history automatically when you close it, and it doesn't have any sponsored shortcuts, no recommendation banners, and also no experiments. Now, if we go here to the installation, you can also see that it's pretty much available on every platform: Windows, Arch Linux, other Linux distros, and also Mac OS. Now, let's go here to Windows, and you can pretty much download and install it by using the exe file or the installer file. There's one caveat that you will also have to install this LibreWolf Win Updater to update it automatically. Now, if you want to have this hassle-free, you can pretty much go here to the Microsoft Store and get it from here. So let's click here, get it from Microsoft, LibreWolf, view in store, open in Microsoft Store. Let's click here on get. And by the way, all the source code you can find here on codeberg.org. And yeah, pretty much right now I have LibreWolf installed. Let's click here on open. And now on the first glance, it does look very similar to Firefox browser, as you can see. And then we have here DuckDuckGo as the default browser engine. And here on the right, you can see that we have uBlock Origin already pre-installed, which I think is very useful to have. It also tells you a lot about the browser, that it's trying to block all of the ads straight out of the box. Now here on top, we have this manage bookmarks option. Let's right click on it here and let's see if we can remove it. So never show, just like this. And then here on the bottom right corner, we have this customize, and I think this is for the new tab page. If I click here on the LibreWolf, let's select here, for example, this one, or maybe we can go with this Firefox tail. This one looks good. And you can also add your own shortcuts if you want to. For example, you can go here up to 4 rows and click here to add your own shortcut, for example, Google. And then here, let's add w.com. Let's click add. Now, if I click on it here, we should be redirected straight to Google here. So yeah, this works. Now let's go here on the right to see if there are any other extensions also already pre-installed. So we have only uBlock Origin, but I think this is really a good extension to block ads with. And then here we have the themes. Of course, we have a lot of the other themes from the Firefox and the plugins. So let's go here to the LibreWolf settings to see what this browser also has to offer. And now we are here in the general settings of Firefox. Pretty much there are all of the settings you can find in Firefox as well. Now, one thing which I quite like here is this browser layout, that it also has vertical tabs. Vertical tabs were first introduced in Arc browser, but right now they're also in Firefox as well as in this hardened version of Firefox, LibreWolf. And here on the left, you can pretty much see this in action. So yeah, you can see that it has vertical tabs as well. Now let's take a look here at more settings. So we have language and appearance, show sidebar. So this is this vertical tabs. And if we scroll here down below, we have pretty much all of the other settings from Firefox. And now one thing which I would like to try here compared to Chrome, if it actually does block ads, for example, on YouTube. So let's go on YouTube and let's do the same here for Chrome. And now let's search here for the Vertasium channel. And let's go here to this first video, the secret spy tag inside every credit card. And let's go here to do the same thing on Chrome. So we can see that Chrome has the ad here. Now let's see if the LibreWolf has one. And you can see that it straight out of the bat started playing. So yeah, LibreWolf has this uBlock Origin and it does amazing job blocking ads here on YouTube. So if I go here to the home page settings, we have homepage and new windows, new tabs, homepage content. Search is DuckDuckGo, but if you want, you can change to whatever you prefer, like the DuckDuckGo Lite. MetaGear, Mojik, SearchX Belgium, Start Page, and Wikipedia. Let's go to the privacy and security because there are the most differences compared to Chrome. So here it says LibreWolf supports and it enables by default enhanced tracking protection in strict mode. This is one of the most important settings in the browser as it provides state partitioning, strict blocking lists, and other neat privacy features. We do not recommend changing to the other modes. We can click here on manage exceptions. So if you want, you can also add your own address or website here. And down below, this is set to strict by default. And you can see what it actually does here. Stronger protection, but it may cause some sites or content to break. LibreWolf blocks the following: social media trackers, cross-site cookies in all windows, tracking content in all windows, crypto miners, known and suspected fingerprinters. And then here you have help load sites and features by unblocking only essential elements that may contain trackers, covers most common problems. So let's try this, fix major site issues, and let's reload all of the tabs. And then here down below, we also have the HTTPS only mode, which is enabled. And then here we also have this DNS over HTTPS. Send your request for a domain name through an encrypted connection. So currently this is set to off, but we can also enable it right here. Default protection. LibreWolf decides when to use secure DNS to protect your privacy. I don't think Chrome actually does have this, but LibreWolf has this already built in, which I think it's super handy to have for privacy reasons. So what this DNS thing actually does, it uses secure DNS in regions where it's available. It uses your default DNS resolver if there is a problem with the secure DNS provider, and it also uses a local provider if possible. Here I will have this one enabled, default protection, but if you want, you can also make it more strict, so increase protection and also max protection. Then let's go here to the LibreWolf specific settings. So here we have update add-ons automatically, enable Firefox sync. So yeah, this is unfortunately disabled by default. Then we have enable middle click paste and also allow user Chrome CSS customization and security. So you can also enable Google safe browsing, but I think that this option is actually sending the data to Google, but that's not what we want, right? So let's go here to extensions and themes. Let's try to enable one other theme. For example, this one, Firefox Alpenglow. Let's click here on enable, and you can see here that it changed the look. And then here on the left, we also have the tabs because I'm here using vertical tabs. This is LibreWolf browser. I think it's super cool to have uBlock Origin already built in inside a browser. It's similar to the Helium browser, but this one is Firefox based, of course. And Helium also has uBlock Origin already pre-installed. Now, there are a few of the cons to the LibreWolf browser. It doesn't have auto updates if you, for example, install it from the exe file. If you install it from the Microsoft Store, it does have automatic updates. And by all of this hardening inside this browser, some of the sites may actually break and don't work. And it doesn't have sync turned on by default. You will have to go here to the LibreWolf settings and enable it right here. And all of the cookies are actually deleted on close of the browser. So pretty much sometimes you will have to log in into your account on a specific website if you are using LibreWolf. This is basically much more hardened version of the Firefox browser. Now, would I recommend it? Of course, if you are into the privacy. But on the other side, there's also Helium browser, which is based on Chromium. And it also has uBlock Origin already built in. And it, by the way, it also supports the vertical tabs as well. So here I have this compact mode enabled. If I go here to browser layout, we have the vertical tabs right here. It's very similar to the LibreWolf as well. So it has this very similar implementation. Yeah, pretty much if you use Firefox browser and if you want something more private, LibreWolf is way to go. Then if you are using Chrome browser or Chromium based browser and if you want something more private, I would highly also recommend Helium browser to do that job as well. So I will put a link for LibreWolf in the video description down below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that you drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.